going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkey Flop here, and today I got your PlayStation news, baby. There's a lot to discuss in this video here today, so please watch until the entire end. We're going to be talking about different news topics. Of course, if you guys like these videos and want to support me directly, drop a like, drop a comment. If you guys are new, subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. Let's go ahead and get into our first news topic of many, which is the PlayStation 5 finally has a release date of holiday season 2020. Now, we don't officially have a release date, we have a release date window, which is holiday season, and we kind of figured that was gonna be the case for the PlayStation 5, but it's pretty cool that PlayStation finally came out and said, yo, expect it holiday season 2020. Now, there's some new features that I wanted to discuss that they've announced with the PlayStation 5, which I thought were pretty cool. And the first thing was the DualShock 5 controller, baby. They've updated it and they've given us a better speaker. That's not the only thing though. I was just like, I was trying to like troll you a little bit. Did I get you there? They are also updating the triggers on the R2, L2 buttons to give game developers more leeway and more of a chance to actually adjust the R2, L2 buttons to whatever game they're developing. So if you're shooting a longbow, you're gonna feel a little bit different of a experience with R2, L2 buttons if you were playing a racing game and pulling back on the accelerator and or braking or shooting a regular gun, playing a fighting game or different games like that. The game developers are going to have that option, and the R2, L2 buttons are going to feel different for each and every game, depending on the game developer, of course. Now, that feature is not going to be available to us to be able to adjust. I know I saw some people being like, oh yeah, we're going to be able to adjust our trigger buttons. No, the game developers are going to be able to do that for us. Of course, there's custom controllers where you can actually go in and fine-tune it the way you like. But another thing that's also going to be available on the PlayStation 5 DualShock 5 controller, baby, is they are swapping out the rumble for better technology. So, you know, when you're playing a game, it pretty much all feels the same. You know, whether you're playing a shooter game and the PlayStation 4 controller rumbles, it like shakes a little bit, or you're playing a racing game, it shakes a little bit, it all feels the same. With the new technology that's built in the PlayStation 5 controller, you're going to have a different experience for each and every game, and the resistance and the kickback and the rumble, which is a little bit different, is going to feel a lot more unique, and it's going to feel more immersive, which I'm excited for as well. Now, with the PlayStation 5, they've also announced that with, you know, the SSD being a big thing on the PlayStation 5, they are going to allow us to choose whether we want to download, install the single player part of the game or the multiplayer part of the game. We don't have to download both of them in order to actually play the game. And in fact, if we choose to download both of them and we get done with the single player, we can delete that part of the game and keep the multiplayer part of it and saving us memory. That's one thing that they're looking at with the PlayStation 5, is how can they save us some memory. Most games, I believe, are going to be around 100 gigabytes each, and they've kind of confirmed that with the disc being about 100 gigs. So, very interesting to say the least. Another notable thing for the PlayStation 5 is that they are going to have physical discs. Now, this is not a big surprise, but what kind of is a big surprise, which people kind of assumed as well, is they are going to have a 4K Blu-ray player built up inside of it, so you'll be able to play 4K Blu-rays right off of the PlayStation 5. That's also exciting news. There's more news to come about the PlayStation 5 in the upcoming months, and they said they're going to have a lot more to share next year. Hopefully we get to see what this thing looks like, and I love to see the controller design as well. Hopefully they stay true to what the PlayStation 4 controller looks and feels like, but with the new improvements, that's one thing that I'm definitely looking forward to. What are your guys' thoughts on the news that we get today about the PlayStation 5? Please let me know in those comments down below. Next up, in not so cool news, PlayStation has finally decided to remove Facebook from the PlayStation 4. You will no longer be able to post videos, pictures, update your avatar, or anything of that nature directly from your PlayStation 4 to Facebook and vice versa. They are concerned about privacy, and we do know that Facebook kind of like looks at everything you do and kind of stalks you in that aspect of it. So PlayStation 5's like, you know what, PlayStation 4, I get PlayStation 5 still on my mind. PlayStation 4 is like, you know what, we don't want any part of it. We're removing the feature of being able to access Facebook and post, you know, directly from the share button to Facebook. So they removed support from that yesterday. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Twitter user OneAgainstWorld, because he actually pointed this out to me late last night. Well, your PlayStation 4 finally has an update ready for you guys. If you haven't updated already, the 7.0, the big one, is here. And well, it does include stability issues. They did add some new features to it as well, which we really don't have to go over too much, other than, you know, the notable ones, which is 16-player party chats. If you guys want to wildin' out and not be able to hear anything anybody's saying, you can have a 16-party chat. I know I'm going to probably this afternoon or this evening, just to test it out and see how it is. There's also going to be remote play available on Android. Now, as I'm recording this video, we're still waiting for Android to release the remote play app, but as soon as that's available, and if you have Android, you'll be able to find the official remote play app on the Google Play Store. So are you guys going to be playing remote play on your Android devices? Let me know in those comments down below. Oh boy, Doom has been delayed, and while I know a lot of people are going to be upset that they're going to have to wait until March 2020 to play Doom External, I definitely do stand on the developer side of this and say, you know what, take your time, make sure the game is polished. We want to actually have a good experience when we're playing Doom, so please just do your best to give us the game by March 20th. 2020, because any delay after that will kind of get gamers a little bit more upset. But with that much time available, hopefully they'll have it, you know, to where the game is really polished and ready to go. What are you guys' thoughts on Doom getting delayed until March 2020? Let me know in those comments down below. Really quickly, I did want to mention that Gran Turismo Sport is running currently on the PlayStation 5 to be tested. Now, there's rumor and speculation that we're going to get a PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo Sport, and I would absolutely love that. The current version is the PlayStation 4 version that they ported over. So please don't get that confused. Some people are like, oh, we're getting a brand new game. No, they're testing out a PlayStation 4 game on the PlayStation 5, which is pretty cool because that's more indication of backwards compatibility. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the news we have for today. Make sure to hit a like, comment down below, support your boy. If you guys are new, please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. I'd really love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about everything we talked about with the PlayStation 5. Are you as excited as I am for the next generation of console? You know, when the PlayStation 5 was rumored a year ago, even 2 years ago, I was like, you know what, I'm not ready for the PlayStation 4 to go. I still kind of feel that way, but at the same time, it's exciting to see what new technology there is out there. And then also, like Doom, kind of sucky news, but at the same time, I totally get it. They need more time to actually develop the game. And the Facebook thing, I don't want my privacy compromised for PlayStation, you know, with PlayStation and Facebook. You know, I hardly ever use Facebook to post things, but I know and I understand a lot of people do, so that is kind of sucky news. And then, of course, my boy here, he wanted some more attention, and I recorded almost a whole video without giving you attention, huh, Papas? He's got a new jacket on today. He's thugging out. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched up until this point, put thug in the comments down below for my little thug here. Right? Salem, right, Salem? Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome. Boop. that they are removing Facebook, all Facebook